What is good, my Sac Staters out there? We got a treat for you today. We got a Sac State White team third place game. Go big or go home. You feel me? We got myself, Claims. I'm the main support for Green Team, Overwatch. Who else we got?
I'm Josh, also known as Gubby, hit scan player for the green team, doing some live casting.
I'm Cross. I play support for Green Team, and I'm really hyped to cast this game.
Tag hyped.
Everyone type W, and then it's Queasy,
Can
as
I
you
get a
guys
W
know.
in the chat, guys?
Hi, Adrian.
OMG. OMG,
Wait.
guys. OMG, guys. Sac State
Wait.
White versus Tarleton State White. Oasis. Alright, guys. You guys are really good at the game, right? Explain these comps.
So Sac State, going back to their tried and true, their Ram Juno Bab comp. This is like pretty unorthodox. Meta right now is pretty much just like Malga, Malga, Reaper, Echo. Pretty unconventional picks. They're looking to play to their strengths. You feel me?
Yeah. Totally.
You feel
What about Tarleton or
I don't know. Tarleton. I think they're just playing what they're comfortable on. None of these characters seem good except Ashe.
The Mercy pick is kind of questionable.
The Mercy
right?
Warrior backline is an
Can we talk about
interesting
that?
pick.
Yeah.
Mercy kind of interesting in these type of matches.
I mean, you're just playing to just pocket your hit scan. Pretty much.
Excited to see what they do with it.
Yeah.
Looking for a little bit of a flank here on Venture.
Looks like Diva already running back. Moria's isolated. Why are you by yourself, Moria? Phase away. Oh,
I think Sac State playing really well. Just play to their low ground, force Tarleton to just drop onto them, which is like their comfort zone. You feel me?
What do you
Like
have
soldier
if you don't
thing,
have
right?
the objective, you know?
Exactly. You have nothing.
You have nothing.
I think these hit scans just be struggling against this Venture here.
I think we're struggling against.
Yeah, I think
We're struggling. Whoa, we're struggling.
I think we just get Sac State just gets a little bit overzealous. They get the first pick, they get the cap, they get the Diva remake too.
Yo, that
my
guy's
God,
was
wait.
crazy. Whoa.
Oh my
The Otter's
gosh.
kind of nice with it. I see why they go Mercy.
He's a track star.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'd pocket him too,
Yeah.
I get it.
Holy moly, as the kids say.
As the kids say.
Yeah. Holy moly.
Damn. Unk, right? How many semesters have you played for Green Team, Clams?
Might be my third.
Damn, Unk, huh?
Yeah. I guess. I guess you could say that.
Damn.
Claims
good Unk,
Overwatch.
good Unk.
Green Team's Grandmaster
Oh
support.
my god. Diva gets picked early. Maywall looking to isolate them. No boosters. She went onto the high ground, is able to force the hit scans to swing right. Sac State does have the points.
I really like the pressure that they're trying to push on the point here. Trying to pressure them off the high ground without fully pushing off the high ground.
Yeah,
What did I say?
Tarleton just
Pretty sure that was
isolate-
in English.
Tarleton
Sorry.
isolated on the high ground here.
That's what I put in
I
chat.
feel that, don't worry.
But is leaving
I
Ashe
think they're
uncontested? Is that the move though?
I think they're forcing the point really well, and then they should go in and try to push them off the high ground, but they're remaining on the point, which is why they're starting to lose.
Got it.
But this time around, it seems to be that they're spread out again.
It just falls early. Just gets isolated. I think I want to
Just
see
the most
Sac
aggressive
State-
Moira fade.
I want to see Sac State. They're doing really well at like isolating the high ground, just ensuring that that's the only space the team has. Because when you have the point and the enemy team is above you, they have to drop to contest point, right? Because if you don't have point, you're gonna lose the game. I think I
Damn,
want to
that's
see.
why. That's why he's the best. That's why you're the best, huh?
Yeah,
Look at
simple
that.
math. It's
I think
simple
if they-
math, really.
I think if they don't want to push the high ground, they can keep pushing this point because the other team is letting them, and then kind of play underneath them to force them to drop down because they won't be able to get poke, as opposed to staying in their crosshair.
Sac State does have 4
Exactly,
ults. Juno uses her
Ooh,
ults. Blue does go
early.
down, unfortunately. Diva does get demeched. She's out of the fight already. Let's see if Lucas can clean this up here.
I would have loved to see that Juno ult go further onto the point to try to push them off the point and give Sac State the most space possible, but it was
Yeah.
really locked down on that right side.
think it
They
was
do
just-
have Ramatra ult here.
That's
It's
true,
just
that's
really
true.
good, really well played by
Really interesting.
Tarleton. They recognize that the brawl comp from Sac State is like really weak in the rotation. They just like exploit it really well before the Juno ult can get any value. Feel me?
I feel you.
Yeah, we feel you, man.
XIII is a little bit
Thanks, man.
ahead in terms of like ults and which ones have more impact. I'm really interested to see how they're gonna use it this fight.
I was gonna
I'd
come
love
out
to see
here.
an
I think
opening with the Ramatra.
Really vital.
Yeah, that Bob is important in this team
Ooh, the
fight.
Blitz just go down. Is he able to isolate one side of the point? Wall
That Mercy, get that Mercy.
Bob gets dropped onto point. You have another angle to worry about. Oh, look, he falls in the hole. He falls in the hole.
He falls in the hole.
Hole in one.
Oh no.
Annihilation just gets completely
Oh,
denied by the
no.
splatter wrist spin.
They stopped Valk
Tarleton
early
just
as well,
trying to
which
get the...
lowers the heal quite a lot. Here comes out the hole.
It's just a small war of attrition here. I think XIII just holding onto dear life, trying to stall his point. Tarleton do have it up to 99. Overtime is forced.
Not looking
It's
good for
just a
XIII.
slow, it's just a drawn out fight. Tarleton get the first point.
I really want to see XIII try to push the high ground as much as possible in this next map here.
Yeah, I agree. I really agree with that. I think the double hit scan is starting to be a problem. I think they're doing a really good job at pinpointing them pre-fight, but I think as the fight develops, these hit scans are just getting into angles that XIII just aren't prepared for. Feel me?
I feel you.
We feel you. We feel you. What you got? What you got for us, Josh? What you got us for us?
I'd like to see a little bit more aggressiveness when we find an advantage during the fight. I saw D.Va go down a couple times early in these fights, and yet they would claim the objective and like we said, force them on the high ground. It'd be nice to clean up, do a little bit more cleanup after we get an advantage.
You're so wise.
Well-spoken. Well-spoken
Such
words.
wise,
So wise.
wise
Look at
words
Wes.
coming
The
from,
Green Team
from
hit scan
Green
player.
Team's hit scan
Mhm.
player.
Mm-hmm.
You're so wise, Josh.
We have seen this before from White Team, where they choose not to push the high ground on right side and instead try to rotate the point, which I think is really interesting, and I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, you saw us play this like this, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the goal of taking this rotation is that high ground is really strong this map, but if you just completely play out of the LOS from it, they have to drop. Like the Orisa just dropped right now.
Ooh. Well, that venture,
If they
that
manage
blue.
to play their side really well and try not to take poke damage from that high ground, that would be ideal. I would love to see the Tracer try to push up the high ground and try to pressure that Ashe as much as possible. It's going to be a little bit hard with the Mercy trying so hard to pocket the 2 hit scans up there.
This be a really drawn out fight. I mean, the
Ooh,
hit scans
Takamako
from high
does go
ground are
down, though.
uncontested. Yeah, Takamako just goes down early. I think it's just
It seems like
Jackson's
Blue's the only
taking a little
one.
too long.
Blue's the only one trying to get some poke damage out there. Oh. And he goes down.
I think it's just pretty unfortunate. I think XIII just takes a little bit too long to set up their flankers on angles. I think they're just losing the war of attrition. Double hit scan just has a lot of poke, especially with the Mercy pocket. So
I
you
really
just
like
I
this
wonder-
way to push the point. I just wish some of them were to try to clear the high ground.
I wonder if they're
Not
communicating
even as a
that, though.
team, but just 1 or 2 people to try to pressure the
Yeah.
Ashe as much as possible for the team to be able to take space on the
Good
point without
rotation.
being pressured.
That's a good rotation. But
Yeah,
Takamako
fast
still seems
rotation.
to be on the ground, just trying to get some little damage on the tank here. Some sneaky little damage. Blue does go down, unfortunately. I don't even know where he went down. Somewhere.
Or somewhere on the right side, Church Man.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to set up on the high ground. It's just really difficult. I think
Yeah. But look at Ashe. Literally uncontested on top with the Mercy just being pocketed. There's nothing to contest that. And does, look at that. Tamus goes down.
They have very little pressure on the high ground. I think I would love to see Ramatra kind of push the point with the help of maybe his BAP and then some action from the Venture Tracer.
Trying to double
Juno on
team.
the high ground. A little 3-2 comp like we've seen on Green Team.
We see it on
I know you
Green
see
Team.
it. I know you see it.
That was crazy work. Oh, we do see a switch from Ramatra to Winston.
Winston is an interesting pick here, but I think he's trying to pressure the high ground as much as
He
possible.
is. I think he got
which is
tired
going to
of
be a
this.
little bit difficult, but
I think it's hard because like we see here, Juno does go down as XIII. I think when you have a tank that's able to dive with the
big-
DPS, just
oh.
the backline able to stabilize and absorb the hit from Tarleton.
ooh,
I think
P
they
for
did pretty
pressure.
well. Capital P. Capital P.
Capital P for pressure from the
Push P, push
from
P.
the Venture here.
The Terror Surge! Tarleton invests a Terror Surge in the last fight. If you're XIII, I think you're looking happy with that.
There are both DPS ults on the Tarleton
Tank change
team.
does happen though. From Orisa to a diva now though.
Yeah, I think as the diva for Tarleton, you're gonna want to like look to play second. It's interesting to see how
Window
XIII
goes
can
down.
look.
Window goes
early
down.
on the
Trying to
rotate.
get this angle in. Let's see what happens here. No. Ooh, Tamus.
Wish
Don't
he
peek
had
too
pushed
much.
a little bit further forward with that window.
Yeah, Luna's a
To
really good
try to
job of just
pressure. I would love to see an
stuffing
off angle
them.
from this Tracer as well.
Oh, Takamaka.
Looks like Tarleton is back on high ground, being
Bob does
uncontested
come out
up
to
here.
pressure the point.
XIII State needs to talk a little bit. Winston
what
getting
if-
dragged
High
down.
ground still unpressured.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Winston jump is just.
It
just
is
so
difficult to try to
sad.
pressure the high ground with the Mercy up there, but I would love to see at least them try it.
Try it.
I would have liked to see a little action on their rotation to get up to high ground.
Yes,
I
I
sure
think
know,
I think the
sure.
window
Well
had
said. So
really
wise.
insane timing. The window was
So
really good
wise,
timing. I'd
Josh.
explain the rotation, but I think the rest of the team just needed to capitalize
Yeah.
that a little bit more.
I
Carl
think, well, I think they
Lucas-
pushed the high ground with the monkey switch once, and that really worked out in their favor. Just getting that high, like that pressure
Oh, he almost
there.
has ults.
P for primal, P for primal,
Q.
P for primal, P for pressure.
P for pressure, and primal rage goes down. Oh,
Yes.
Ooh, nice, nice,
It's
nice,
1743.
That was quite a lot of ultimates coming out from Sac State's end right now. But
That is
it's
true,
not as
that
if
is true.
Tarleton has any more ult economy. They do have a Diva Bomb, which is mostly a zoning ult. They do have to watch out about the Coalescence. That's going to be a lot of sustain from their team with very little damage coming out of our team as opposed... actually, maybe Venture. Depending on where Venture positions, she could exert P for pressure, one might say.
Look at this. Look at this
Rotation.
sneaky mercy.
Completely- it's just
Sneaky
making-
mercy going up there.
Both teams have
Yeah,
no
they
ultimate.
get both.
The drawn out
Yeah,
fight is
Winston
huge.
does go down.
Ult economy is
Winston
going to be
does
up
go
here.
Right.
Honestly, I
Oh,
still.
does go down, but
Whoa.
Takamaka falls for it. Diva does go down, allows the Diva to remake.
I did
Coalescence
give
is invested as
Tarleton
well.
a lot of space. They are really pressuring our monkey.
Very. Monkey's basically dead.
It's
I
just
still wonder-
unfortunate decisions from the side of Sac State. Tarleton, man. Take Oasis.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Pretty
They
good.
might be pretty
It
good.
is just the first map though, so
Mhm.
They knew what area they wanted to control, and
I would love to see a little bit of
typically got it.
Shout out to Blue though.
P for
Play the
pressure,
game. Play the game's all that matters, Loki.
P for play of the game.
Capital P. Followed by a LAY space of the game.
Nice. Honestly though, I really wish that they communicate a little bit through that. Just apply some pressure high ground there. Like Lucas did switch off from what was it, Matcha to Monkey, and he started diving high ground. But then his team was never there whenever he dove. So I really wish.
Down in a best of 5, you do have 2 more games.
That's true. That's true. You know what?
You
Sac
got 2
State.
more.
They always
Warm
lose
up
the
game.
first one. They always
The
lose the
warm-up
first
game.
one.
That's what we always say.
You're learning.
Oh, we might be on. We might be on the analyst desk with Crossing
What do
claims
you
on the
want to
analyst
see?
desk.
What did you want to see for coming out of Sac State in this next map?
I think I wanted to see them exploit the rotations and take advantage of some specific picks. Like we saw in that last fight, both teams didn't really have an ultimate economy, and Sac State just invested theirs, which means that they're gonna have theirs after Tarleton. So I really wanted to see them take an advanced fight closer to their chokes and really just stuff them out, like force an engagement, force cooldowns, and then kite the raid towards plant. Any prolonged fight is gonna favor Tarleton because their ults are gonna be up sooner.
Very wise.
Ooh, and we got a replay. Oh my god, we got a replay going.
This is a good example of them winning a fight with just using a lot of their ult economy that they could have used next fight. It was pretty even. They did trade a lot of ults, but Sac State did use a few more than Tarleton, so it would have been... I think it would have been winnable without expanding more ults.
Yeah,
I'd also love to see these Juno ults like a little bit more towards the point or further towards their team to try to put in as much pressure as possible and for her team to live in that ult as much as possible. Juno ult should be your home, as a wise man once told me.
Shout out Promise. Thanks
Shout
for
out
the
Promise OW.
really insightful insight there, Cross OW.
Claims Overwatch as a green team grandmaster support and the team's
Wow.
2023 MVP. What do you think you what did you want to see from their backline as an improvement?
I mean, I think the backline is sort of just existing. I think they're not really looking for plays, and I think it's sort of hindering them. I think when your team's falling short, or if there's just not enough being done, I think as a support you should look to take matters into your own hands. You feel me?
I agree. That's why I would have loved to see that BAP window earlier in the game be a little bit more aggressive because the aim was there, but the pressure not so much.
I think what made it difficult might have been the Winston swap. I think Winston to Diva, as the Diva, you're favored when you play second, right? If the Winston jumps onto high ground and you follow after him, I think it's very much Diva favored in that instance. But then if you're the
Mhm.
Winston and you're trying to take point, then you have to go first. So it's sort of like a lose-lose situation.
Absolutely. I would love to. I hope they are communicating a lot of these ults and a lot of this positioning. We haven't heard their comms yet, but that would definitely help them kind of get their fights and set up more.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm saying, but
I agree. No, I agree. I agree. I think it's just taking the time to get your flankers set up into like positions for them to capitalize. Like I think the front line just walked a little bit too early before the Tracer and Adventure, which really got angles. Could just get
I
set up.
agree.
Feel me?
There's a lot of pressure on the back line too, and I hope they're communicating to their front line as much as possible. That they're getting pressured and they need help or they can't help them because that'll also help a lot of tempo on the team.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm glad you agree.
Hey,
You're a
thanks,
very
man.
wise man.
I think we're gonna be taking us to a short break here, but you will be back, and I mean that.
And welcome back, guys. This next map, I think, has been set for King's Row.
Yeah, we really
So
went from a hawk to a king on King's Row here. Um, I don't know, man. I'm really interested to see how this playstyle shift in this map's gonna turn out. You feel me?
I feel you.
Far.
I want to see if they've learned from their mistakes and they're
Yeah.
trying to look onto the high ground a little bit more. Try not to let Ash set up as much with Mercy, which I'm guessing we're gonna see from Tarleton. Okay, no Ash. A Widow. That's a little bit
Here's some
scarier.
interesting
Still
comps.
with
That's a
that double hit scan and a Mercy on high ground. So
we
Saxte
did
is
see a
going to have to
Malga,
adapt
though.
and try to look for as much pressure on the high ground as possible. They are trying to. Actually, they have the same comp. I just lied. Sorry.
I agree. I agree.
I agree too. I second that.
Did they have a did Saxte have a soldier last?
No.
No, they did
had a
not.
Tracer.
They had a
Okay, so they
Tracer.
did partially
right.
adapt.
Yeah.
Well,
I do like the hit scan. I think that should be able to pressure the high ground a little bit more than maybe the Tracer, who's maybe a little bit afraid of pushing the
ooh,
high ground on her
the
own.
damage boosted Widow's crazy work.
Taking a page out of our
Holy-
books here.
Holy heck.
Gubby as
Whoa, Lucy's already down. What?
Ooh.
Whoa, what?
Taking a headshot.
Sometimes you just take a lot of damage from the Malga character. Sometimes he has two
Holy-
guns and a smile on his face.
Holy.
That's
Oh,
a huge smile
yeah,
on his
but-
face.
we lost point already. We lost point already,
And
guys.
that's first fight. Points gonna be secured for Tarleton. I mean, there's not much you can say about that. Sometimes it just happens. But it's best to get the mistakes out.
I do need to hear. I don't know, man. At this point, it's kind of crazy what
We
they
got
did.
a big venture
There
and
you
get
go.
hold the phone.
Okay, venture. Get that mercy. Get someone though, because Malga's doing too much
Rip it
damage.
down.
Taking out a slight off angle, but he has no cooldowns. Just stalling point. I
He's
guess.
alone, and Mercy just
Yeah.
outputs so much healing without any pressure.
Indeed.
We just want to see a harder reset here from
Gabby, as
Saxte.
a hit scan player, what do you want to see from Taco Mako?
Paco Mako's looking to stay on the high grounds around this area of the map, but on Soldier you like to see flanks, and really on King's Row you're seeing a lot of straight lines on the map. It's kind of hard to find good off angles on Soldier here, but we'll see what value we can get.
I agree. Do you think there's a better hit scan that he could be playing to
He could be
better
playing
enable him?
my favorite cowboy, Cassidy.
Shouts out Cassidy.
I agree. Ooh,
Cassidy.
he is pretty. Oh, he's
That
a
Cassidy, he does win the one.
he's
He wins
a track
those.
star.
He wins those. He wins those.
Don't play with them.
You.
He's really not playing with them. Asserts his dominance onto Otter here.
Yo, shouts out
Advisors
Neko
are
Reaper.
gonna be just about even. I like that he's staying on the high ground, kind of pressuring this
Get that
Widow
mercy,
to
get that
not be able to
mercy,
set
get
up
that
the way
mercy.
she would
Oh!
like to. I take it back.
That's a nice shot.
That's shouts out.
No, I still really
Shouts
like the
out
way he's
Bjork.
positioning to try to pressure the Widow as much as possible. Even if he dies, Sac State is more likely to be pushed back and not be able to put in as much pressure if they stay on high ground. If they don't push the high ground and let the Widow set up and just have free reign.
What do you guys think about Marvel Rivals?
Been on that. Been on that.
Damn,
Real.
what you be playing? What you be playing?
Oh, you know. Oh, you know. Heh.
What do you mean?
I'm a-
What do you
I'm
mean?
a-
What about you, Taya?
I'm a dagger and cloak player.
Cloak and dagger?
Or-
Yeah, just steal my
Cloak and
character,
dagger,
bro.
yeah,
Just steal
yeah.
my character.
You just don't
Anyways.
play it. You're a Captain America main. Let's not lie.
Captain America is crazy. Bro.
Back to this game.
Anyways,
They're
Widow
doing
is
a very
still
good job at
on
trying
the
to not peek this
Damn.
Widow's sightline. I want to see some pinging action on this Widow to try
I
to
still
make sure
want to
that
get their comms. They're out here just like not as a team, letting Malgo get in the back. Widow is still. Okay. Shout out blue.
Again,
Shout out
pushing the
blue.
high ground, which is I really like to see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
5
that
minutes
would-
to stall. But I believe that they can do that. As long as they pressure the high ground as much as possible and try not to let Widow set up and not peek the sight line, I think it will work out. I really want to see Juno kind of playing up with her team, but trying to avoid Widow's sight line. The BAP is an interesting
yeah,
pick,
Bash,
but I think
yeah.
it is a comfort pick for white team.
Off the Widow.
Queen! I'm jumping over to help
you.
Match
Yep,
that, match that, match
Digging
that.
out, digging out.
I was trying to lamp you.
I got caught out.
Following it. Queen by me.
Stay in orbital,
I'm
stay in
right.
orbital. Look at Queen. Yep, Queen dead, Queen dead. Watch Mercy, Mercy, Mercy dead.
Queen here.
Careful, behind you.
Behind you,
Queen,
behind you,
Queen behind
We got two behind you, are all in the room. You're all in a small room.
Trying to back out of there.
I'm going on the DPS.
I'm trying to back out.
Queen's looking at you, Queen's looking at you.
Liam, we're
Get
behind.
my heels.
All right, I'm ulting when I get back.
Just ran for heal.
Oh, as you heard, guys.
Big comms check.
They-
Big comms check. from the
There's
boys over there.
there's actually a lot of communication going on,
A lot
which
of
is
activity.
surprising
That is-
because
that
it seems
is.
as though they're not communicating as much
Looks
as
like we got 3.
as they actually are. This is a really big Sigma ult with a lot of pressure from the Immortality does come out. And this is a lot of ultimate abilities
That is a
coming
lot.
from Sac State. With just BAP window left to try to hold this for 3 minutes. Luckily, the Tarleton
Where was
State
Mercy?
White also does not have a lot of ults coming up. Just Junker Queen ult. So
That was
We'll
close
see
though.
how-
Mercy did get the rest off that Junker Queen, as you saw
Comms check
previously.
is beautiful. There's a lot of urgency in this comms. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
love to hear.
it's really what I like to hear. And
I love to hear a high activity level. You feel me?
At one point,
I
does
want
it
to see
become
the
too
least amount of
cluttered,
stacking
though?
possible with
wait.
this ult right here.
There's about to be activity level. 100% here
window.
from yellow Lapis. And
Pressure
Junker
from the
ultimate.
back window.
I think Junker Queen.
Ooh,
Yeah,
with
back window goes
the
down earlier.
a lot of damage on the Junker Queen. Big.
Yeah, window gets a lot of value. I think Tarleton just really failed to just like tie out of the LOS. It's really just in an awkward situation for them.
Back window
Nice.
outputs a lot of
Over.
damage, and sometimes it's easily forgettable, especially after, well, especially with this meta because BAP isn't played very much, so it's easily, you can easily forget how much damage
Let's just get one
window
shot.
does.
Looking at 3 ults coming up here for Tarleton.
Junker Queen is definitely looking to get
Oh,
active
my god,
here.
Lucas 1743
Huge
with
rock.
the insane rocket to the Mercy. The primary source of healing and damage here for Tarleton wiped down. Tarleton gonna
Bob does come out
return with the
with the
bomb.
pressure on the back line. Sigma getting low on white team.
Oh.
Big rock, just the largest rock known to man,
Oh,
really.
First rock of all time. I'm
Oh,
scared
no
of the
immortality,
Junker
I know.
Queen.
Big
Just
Sigma
go
ult.
down.
Huge.
Ooh, that's a
Huge
big one.
folks.
With the most insane
You know,
rampage of all time. Is able to find
Might be
3.
late.
Gonna be a hero play here. Has
It
none of his
is
team left.
li-
Whoa.
Almost falls off the
He
map.
almost
Oh
flew
my
off the
God.
map. Oh my god.
It's the scrappiest fight of all time, but I think Sac State are winning.
Crappiest fight of all time.
It's the scrappiest fight of all time. Ults just go back and forth, back and forth. Trades go back and forth, back and forth. Sac State able to hold on for dear life. Oh
I
my
think
god.
both teams have zero control over how many ultimates they choose to use every fight with very little planning. But it works out because both teams end up doing the same thing, so we just see very scrappy fights from both teams.
Well, Ryan, we do see a Ryan switch though coming in from Tarleton. Let's see how Takamoko does go down.
Pure is
Whoa,
just
whoa, whoa,
completely
whoa.
uncontested on this high ground. Blue's able to contest him towards the tail end of his.
Pushing cart, we're
Yeah.
gonna need some pressure. Venture is pressuring this cart.
It was
Mercy
too
low.
late.
The Valkyrie does come out.
Oh, take my shit.
It'll get
Let's go down.
off.
Blue 5-9.
But there's just too many.
Stalling the point as much as possible. Moira low. There's just so much pressure and so little time. I would have loved to.
Just trying his absolute best to just stall his point.
I would have loved to
Takes some
see just a
viewers.
little bit less of a scrappy fight, at least on Sac State's end. That would have given him a big advantage with ult going into this last fight.
I think
They
the
did.
the high ground is just a big problem for Sac
It
State.
is a-
Fjord
it
on
is
the
a big
Ash just getting
problem.
just complete value with the Mercy pocket. Really want to see Blue just sit on the high ground, just set up early and just stay there. Wait for the Ash to coach gun up. She has no mobility afterwards, and she could just one-shot her.
That was a 4-minute stall from Sac State, so nothing to
That is crazy.
nothing to
scoff
scoff
at.
at. Oh.
Oh.
Jinx.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm
so
interested to see his
anyways.
comms.
anyway,
Similar
so
comp coming out of Sac State White, with a change to May Reaper. I like it. I think they're gonna want to hold, try to maybe wall somebody in and try to put in as much damage as possible. But again, with this comp, it's gonna have to be. There's just so little pressure on the high ground with the lack of a hit scan. So unless they're pushing fully all together on the right side, it's going to be a little bit difficult with the Ashe and the cast pocketed by a Mercy on their high ground. So I'm interested to see how Sac State is going to play this.
Yes, exactly. This comp's gonna prove to be a bit of a dilemma. The May walls. Go.
near the end.
The May walls gonna be a bit hard to use. You either look to isolate someone from the front line, but then at that point the high ground's completely uncontested, or you isolate the high ground, and then at which point you have no wall for the front line brawl. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how this pans out.
Agree. Ash trying to look on.
This Ash might be deadly though.
I'm on the
Boosted by
rotate.
Mercy.
Miss.
She did miss
Wall
the
does go
dynamite on
down.
the
Is he gonna
rotate,
isolate
which-
actually both the high ground
Isolate
and the low ground?
Kathy.
Water does go down. Shouts out Blue. Shouts out Blue. Mercy goes down as well. Shouts out Blue.
Down too.
Holy heck.
The wall was
Shouts
just
out
absolutely
Sac State.
A really
That wall
big
was
wall with a lot of
absolutely-
damage from the Reaper. I really like this switch. I wonder if they're going to keep it going forward after this first point, or if they're going to try to switch to a hit scan player to try to pressure their hit scan players as much as possible.
Yeah, Takamako just makes me eat my
Ooh,
words.
look at that
Stay with
ping.
a
Look at
wall
that
that
ping,
gets value on the
ooh.
front line and on the high ground. Beautiful May play.
Yo, shouts
Yeah.
out Sac State. I didn't think
Oh
they
my
would get
goodness,
this
look
point
at this
this
tracking
quick.
from this Ramatra here.
Our Malganut is a bit of a scrappier neutral. Malganut is
Whoa,
your
whoa,
favorite
Lucas
to be
saying
in
way
a
too much
neutral.
there.
That's good ult charge.
Both teams just trying to build their ults here with no.
Really
ult
interested to see how
inside
Saxon's
just
gonna
yet.
break past this corner. With this comp specifically, Malganut, there's gonna be a brick wall that Saxon has to go either around or just brute force their way into.
They do have a Reaper, who should be able to push her. Oh, he's looking for that high
On the
ground
back line
behind.
here. He's gonna get some pressure. Both
Potentially be
Takamako
very
squad
deadly
get
on this
forced.
backline. The
Viral
Coalescence
does
does
come
come out. I think Reaper is looking for an opening to try to look for a pick on either the Ashe or the Mercy. They are aware of his presence, so.
Blizzard Ward does go down.
Oh, and the cast gets caught into.
Ooh, real
double
water.
headshot.
Real water.
Sometimes you're just a hit scan player.
Sometimes you just have a shot. Luke is trying his best to hold him for dear life. It's not gonna be able to. I think Saxon did a really good job at just hiding the Coalescence, but without Blue and helping with the front lines, I think their front line's just gonna get run over with the
They are
Malga.
missing 2 players and their tank, so I would love to see Sac State kind of push in right now, but I think they're trying to regroup a little bit, which is going to let Tarleton kind of regroup as well. They are even with... I would love to see Sac State open with Juno ult here as opposed to anything else, but knowing the way they've been playing with ults, I think they might use everything.
Down.
Dang, look at
Juno ult
that.
does come
Nice
out.
wall,
Nice wall,
Asher's
nice
really-
wall.
Malga's able to fall
Very
too.
well
Very
executed.
big wall.
Shouts out Reaper. Honestly, getting these kills.
That's how Takamaka.
Sac State is a
Shouts
little
out.
bit ahead in ult economy right now with... They only use Juno ult this fight, making me also eat my words.
Actually, quite a side death from Blue. You got the Death Blossom online here. Fights once, you're able to set yourself up into a pretty good spot to get value from that Death Blossom.
I wish our teammate Hike was here. He could give us a lot of insight on Reaper gameplay.
It's a really prominent Reaper. That's just 2 peak actually.
Oh, that's quite high.
It is very high. It does go down. A cage fight on the side of Tarleton here. Interested to see if it's going to isolate their Macho here. Lucas looking to engage here. Does have the Annihilation up. Interested to see if it's going to go down. Cage fight does go down. They're going to fight inside of it.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I
Shouts
I
out Blue.
really like this response.
Holy
And
Blue.
we see a turn from. Wow,
Oh.
what a Reaper ult.
I really like this response from Lucas as well. I think he was saving his Ramatra ult to try to survive the cage because they were aware that it was going to come
One more
out.
shot. One more shot.
And it did help him be able to live a little bit longer alongside the really big Reaper ult.
Exactly.
Big
Blue is
gameplay coming
feeling
from
himself.
Saxate.
And
Blue is feeling
and it-
himself, guys.
I think we're seeing these results because they're being a lot less scrappy with their ults and a lot more decisive. It's kind of as if they're determining what ults are going to be used and when, which I really like to see, and I think it's working out for them. They do have 4 minutes to try to cap this, and I think
We do have 4 minutes left. We're going into a quick little comms check.
Let's hear
Saxate
that.
Putting ring down.
I have no shotgun. I have no
Got a
shotgun.
window here.
Windowing.
Windowing.
That's how I do.
Avoiding that.
Mug in
Now
the back.
charging.
Hang on. He's in our.
Got him.
Fuck, I'm real.
Moira.
Going on Nash. Going on.
Only Ash. Only
Got her.
Ash.
Oh wait, no,
Only
she's
Ash,
one.
only Ash. Nice.
Got her.
Nice. Just hype him up. Hype him
Oh,
up.
it's a bot contesting.
Get out. When she can.
All right. Yep.
Damn.
We're here.
We're here now.
Okay, we used 2 ults
just
for
guiding.
that.
She's
We're
gone.
close. We're
They
really
used high
close.
noon.
Bob.
They
used
bobbed
high
high noon. Did they call
No
or?
DPS ults.
I think
They
they
didn't
Valked.
call.
I think they might have Valked.
Did they Valk?
I
I
didn't
think they
hear.
might
I
have
wasn't
Valked.
tracking.
I don't remember.
All right. Gonna reload.
Oh, one sec,
Gonna
Blue.
tap you off,
I got
Blue.
you.
Okay.
The Fong, careful, McCree.
I'm going on McCree. I'm going on McCree.
Cast one. Got him.
Nice.
Lamping you,
Stop
Luke.
res.
Going up there, careful,
Stop and res. Yep. Go.
Back to Will.
Now
Back
go
to
gold.
Will.
Bastion, I'm going on Bastion. I'm going on Bastion.
Orbital.
Malga gold. Or Malga fuck.
More.
Moira. Good.
I got ult once they come on.
Watch this. Choke.
Cast.
Nice, boys.
Okay.
Save.
Jumping
Oh
off.
my god. I'm going to kill myself.
Just absolutely surgical that last fight.
Perfect.
Very coordinated on their target priority. Cassidy's high ground with no support. Take him down. Mercy tries to red. Take her down, and then it's just clean up from there.
Absolutely. I just really like that they were all tracking as well, kind of calling what ults had been used, what wasn't, what to look out for, whether the kite or go in. I think it was really well played, and I think that's what gave him the lead overall to try to get way more time to cap this final point.
Oh, hey there.
What did you want to see from these last for this last bit of this map? Tarleton has 1 minute to cap, and Sac State has 2 minutes and 47 seconds. So they should theoretically look to win this.
I think if you're Sac State, you're just gonna draw as much time as you can on this first point.
I would love to keep seeing these great calms and maybe a big Maywall again.
Yeah, that main wall is could be big in taking this first point here. I mean, Sac State do have the time advantage, so interesting to see how it plays out.
Big and large Maywall.
Big, very big and very large.
This
Yeah, I mean, that
they're
last
currently
fight-
paused a little bit, so
Mhm.
I wonder if they're going to switch up the comp a little bit or try to do the same thing since it worked. But Tarleton could adapt since they did lose to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sac State is really just picking up on their macro errors. I think, like you were mentioning earlier too, they're like recognizing what ults or like when to use specific ultimates to counter those on the side of Tarleton. My fault.
They just seemed a lot more. They just seemed a lot more coordinated with what they wanted to use, when they wanted to use it, and just having like constant tracking about their ult economy. And I think that's what really allowed them to get ahead here. They never used more than 1 or 2 ults per fight, and they were constantly up 1 or 2 ults, which just really helped them secure fights and make sure that they were locked in.
Hashtag locked in.
Yep.
Shouts out Sac State. Singers up.
Amen.
Preach.
Bap setting up on the high ground. I would love to see Juna also set up on the high ground. I think they're going to look for a wall. This is different to their defense setup on first point, I think.
Thank you for that. Overwatch screen veteran too.
You're so welcome.
All right, let's see what happens here. I do want to see.
May have set up a little
of
bit back.
Reapers.
Yeah, this guy's crowd forced a little bit early too.
Whoa, whoa, that Bastion!
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh, the Bastion!
whoa,
The Bastion! Oh no!
Bastion blows up,
B for Bastion.
Capital B, capital
blows
B.
up everything.
Capital B for Bastion.
Blue, just.
Stalling
That's
out
not the
point.
start we wanted to see.
I would have loved to see XIII try to hold a little bit closer up, but they hold really far back, and Mei was far back as well, and she wasn't able to look for a wall on the rotate, which kind of let Bastion rotate freely. Maybe a wall could have forced out Form a little bit earlier to try to break
Take your
wall,
time,
which would've-
Lucas. Take your time. Wait for your team, buddy. Take your time. All right, there you go.
Yeah, if they didn't play so far back, it would have been harder for Bastion to wide swing and just obliterate our team.
I agree.
But,
Maybe a Mei wall could have come out as well to try to
All right.
dampen the damage.
Yeah.
We
I
might.
would like to see the setup here from Saxy. I think I want to see them just wait at this corner here. I think if you walk up here like Lucas is, you're gonna take so much damage as a result.
Oh, he is putting a lot of pressure on the back line. This Mei wall does come out to try to avoid putting pressure. He does cancel
shout out
the res.
Lucas.
wow.
Maybe I just need to doubt them.
What?
Maybe I just need to doubt them. Every time I doubt them, they just shut me up. Yeah, maybe I just need to be a hater.
Be a hater, man.
I really like the way they played that fight. I like the
Yeah,
pressure.
They set the tempo early, which is what they should be looking to do. I think they just recognized it just now. Soul W.
This is doable.
Very doable.
Almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean they get
Yeah.
hard
I'm a
to half
believer.
point
I'm a
instantly,
believer.
but
I
Halo
mean,
doesn't
3
really
minutes
get
is
that
a long
far.
time.
Yeah, 2 minutes 47 seconds.
Three minutes is a long time, guys.
3 minutes is a long time.
But if they're unable to pressure the high ground, it's going to be a little bit difficult.
That's true.
For
That's
them
true.
to try to push on the high ground.
We like pressure. We like pressure. But as we've seen before, Blue might be that guy.
They're low ground bandits, so it's a little bit hard against a comp like this. But they've made it work before, and we've doubted them in the past, and
It's
they've
the
proven us
replay.
wrong. So
Yep.
Like to see if they try and deploy the same strategy they did last time, and if Tarleton would respond in a different way.
both
Looks
tanks
like.
can set up on high ground with the Mercy as well.
Mm-hmm.
They did go for for Diva this time instead of a Mauga, so that's going to be interesting. And
could be good
maybe
here.
let's.
I think Tarleton have the advantage in terms of verticality.
Let's get a little bit of a comms check action on Sac State to see how they kind of want to take this fight.
What's up,
Diva!
I'm on Nash.
Look at Moira! Look at Moira!
Can't help you.
Hang on, I'm dying.
Reloading.
On point!
Watch
Luke,
top, watch
transform
top,
if you
watch
can.
top.
Trying to help you, Luke.
Transform.
Yeah, transform.
Look at Mercy!
Mercy dead. Mercy dead.
It's
Uh,
gone.
Moira
There's no
one.
res.
I'm
Punish the
going up
soldier.
top on the
Moira
soldier.
by point.
Moira here.
Fine, that's
He's one. He's
Moira no
leaving, he's
fade.
leaving.
Moira TP'd out.
Inside here.
I'll throw in.
Tank back. I bring down for you
I'm
guys.
going after Moira. I'm going after Moira. Moira
Diva,
half.
open up.
Diva or Moira no fade.
Yeah, dropping back down.
Diva on point.
Blow her out, can die again. Diva can die again.
Stagger.
Nice. Okay, we don't need to touch this.
Oh. Alright, push point.
Do we want to push up a little bit? Try and make some
Yeah,
space?
we can.
No.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Careful, 1 sec. Oh, I did not mean to press that.
I'm
Way
good,
well
I'm
for
good.
them at this
Make
point.
sure you have
Push
full
up a
down.
little bit.
I'm
Nice.
just switching point.
Wait,
Careful.
Good second.
Blue, back up, Blue. Don't worry
Ren,
about
you
it.
can.
I will,
Ren,
I
you
will.
push up. Push up. I
Flipping
got
flying
it.
up and over.
I'm just going for that. Okay,
that.
pull back.
Alright.
You guys play the corner. You just keep pushing cart.
Yeah, maybe get 2 on it for a second.
Stop.
Got him.
We're on.
Yep.
Look at Diva. Look at that Diva. Diva.
Mercy, Mercy,
Help
Diva,
me.
Diva,
Reloading. Windowing.
Nice work.
Good shit.
Nice.
Good stuff. Alright, 1-1.
All right, I'll be
1-1,
right
boys,
back
1-1.
while you guys pick the map.
I really love
Absolutely
the urgency of those comms, and we heard some things that I didn't really necessarily expect to hear. There was a good amount of all tracking, really solid cooldowns. It's really easy when you start calming to calm things that are not necessarily important and just kind of a lot of, my goodness, tracking.
Ew, yours.
Yeah, it's very common to hear comms that are not necessarily important, and people will talk about it without necessarily knowing whether or not it's important. But we heard some really good things. We heard cooldowns. Even Juno was calming her ring, which I think was really cool.
Yeah, a lot of important things. What is important too is this replay.
True. It's crazy tracking coming from this this cache. You're getting active.
Boy's
Oh
cleaning
my.
up. That boy's cleaning
Oh
up.
my. The shots he hit on the Reaper were a little bit crazy.
A little bit nasty, just a little bit.
You know, me personally, that would have made me crash out.
Personally speaking,
Oh my. Ew, 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 ew. What a track star.
even better the fourth time.
That might be Gubby Overwatch. Just
That might
saying.
be really reminiscent of him. Now Cross. That's a green team veteran here. What improvements did you really see from Sac State? Allowed them to like tighten up their macro, sort of close this game out.
I mentioned it before. I thought they had really good comms. They seem to be way more put together than they were in the last game. They did try to pressure the high ground a little bit more. And I really like that they seem to use their ults more effectively, without having just the most scrappiest fights known to man.
Yeah, I think what was really inspirational for me was I think the Malga cage on second point. Saw both the
Mhm.
Death Blossom and the Annihilation come out. Which are pretty good counters to the Malga cage.
I agree. I was really surprised to see the Ram ult come out because I was looking at him like prior, and I really thought that he would press the button way earlier, but he seemed to have a lot of control and know that that ult was going to come out and he needed it to live, and he used it, and it was great.
Yeah, he pressured out the backline really well. Got to like
Big
200 HP
fan.
and then he pressed Q.
Big fan.
Yeah.
I would still love to
Good
see like a
ultimate.
little bit more aggression from the Juno ults though.
Yeah, I mean, no one's perfect. You know what I mean?
Except you.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right. I think we're gonna go in a short break here for them to set up for their next map. Finishing off this map 1-1.
What it do, my Sac Staters?
Welcome back, chat. Welcome back. Shout out to Clams
Hey, thanks, man.
to
Hey,
be
shout
on
out
here
to
with
you,
us.
Adrian.
Shout out Gubby. Shout out Gubby. Shout out Taya.
Hey, shout out everybody here.
Hell yeah. Okay, so now what are we doing? What are we doing? Push, and then what are we playing?
On the Coliseum, man. My favorite
Oh,
map
dope.
of all time.
Dope.
It's one of
Fond memories
Green
on this
Team's
map.
Damn.
favorite maps.
Yeah.
So like, what can we
Going in
expect?
Oscar.
Another brawl? Question mark? Yeah, it's another brawl. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, I think
We're
May's
liking
gonna
the
get
Reaper
better.
May. We're loving it.
Yeah, they're
Honestly
good.
though, shout out Blue because Blue was putting in that work last match,
Really was.
last game. Yeah,
If it works, don't change it. You know.
that's true. That's
On
like
the other side,
that's like my code. That's like the structural integrity of my code. It looks
Tarleton
messy,
kind of changing it up.
but it works.
I like it.
Yeah, I love the innovation.
Yo, what you eating, Taya?
But the-
What you eating, Cross?
Not eating anything.
Damn, you're not.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Why are you
Anyways,
projecting?
first fight starting here, and Luke's taking a lot of damage on the neutral. He's gonna get
What's
top
new?
Professor Burn his shield for it. He's getting space though, that's all that matters. He was gonna boost his chair up. Fortunate enough on the angle here. Luke was able to just punch his Bjord.
Oh,
in the
get
face,
that, nice, Halko
Reading
Marco.
Reddit,
punches
this
him in
Hell
his head
yeah.
and just dies.
looking good.
Shouts out that Maywall though.
Yeah, I think Takamaka just absolute humble genius on the May here. Just really inspirational
Another-
activities going on.
Another huge long May wall, bro.
It's very large. It's
Very
absolutely
large.
massive from the side of Takamaka. I love that guy.
It's really big and large.
Yep.
I second that. Oh, another huge wall,
A
bro.
wall. More of a
I feel like
stable
this bait
wall.
pick, it's really working out.
Yeah, May's traditionally pretty good into the diva. You have your primary fighter that goes to your defense matrix, which is one of diva's strongest abilities.
Blue takes out the
You're so
Mora.
wise, Anthony.
Yeah, good things, man. Ooh, dude, does get demaxed.
Nice, get that baby diva. Slap her.
He's gonna fall. Yeah, insane stagger here if we chase for these picks.
Oh,
Body block.
body block. W.
Not escaping.
That was where see it. Shit.
I mean, we have some insanely fast ultimates on the side of Sac State. We got a Baptiste window coming up soon.
It looks like we already got that half. already capped already. Look at that. Impressive
Yeah,
coming in for Sac
first-
State.
First checkpoint, absolutely insane here. Sac
Let's
State
check
with
these
a lot of momentum.
ults though. Let's check these ults though. Takamako does that Blizzard, Ramatra.
Oh, the Poke
Wow.
Reaper?
W,
Oh my God,
W,
look at
Lucas,
this
W,
here.
Blue.
They could still
He
clean
just
up this
fall.
fight.
They can't clean it up. Oh,
Any
oh,
car progress is
Alright,
good.
we
Any
see
ultimate
Coalescence.
suggestions and Tarleton is good here too. Coalescence does go down. They're able to stay on the
Oh.
cart. Bjork does fall from inside of Blue.
Yo,
just-
Blue's
they just
MVP
turned into
right
a
here.
Oh my god. Someone heal
The
him.
man, the myth.
Someone heal him.
Heal my Reaper.
Someone,
We're gonna
someone
have
please.
5 ults next fight.
I think it's absolutely insane work from the side of Sac State. Able to force out the Coalescence here and just get a ton of car progress.
I
Get
want
the
them to
first
regroup
check.
quickly and try to attack in this middle point here.
They do break forward spawn. We'll see how this fight goes.
Oh, they're still being. Oh,
Oh, catching up real quick.
Ults go down. Ults go down.
The Overwatch
Why
does go down.
Get the ram. Get the ram. Stop the Mercy. If she has res, get her out. Nice.
He's out of the fire already. I think it's a really insane wall from Takamako combined with the orbital array. It's just able to just absolutely melt the Ramatra inside Tarleton.
That was a really important
Only one
wall.
ult needed.
Wow, that was inspirational.
I really like that they opened with the Juno ult and didn't use anything else. It's a very good decision coming from Sac State.
Efficient.
Smart. Yeah, if anything,
Yeah,
of course.
I want to see Blue here. Blue might go for a nasty little.
He's honest angle,
I know
but he
you
has
wanna
no
do
wraith.
it. I know you wanted.
Off.
They have no Wraith, no Immortality, and there is a Visor coming from behind. Someone heal my Blue.
They did manage to get forward spawn in the bot again.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Sac State, you're just completely fine with this. You're not investing ults on these swing fights.
And they
Tarleton
are.
are investing at least one ultimate. Yeah,
That's right.
I agree.
and these swing fights are really pivotal in just determining how much progress the attackers can get.
Oh my.
Um,
Such wise words.
Hey,
I'm really honored. I'm really honored just to be here with like three
I'm the
people
honored
from
one.
Green Team. I'm like 3 people from
Oh,
Green
I'm
Team.
honored.
Like I'm
I'm
learning a
honored.
lot.
I'm
learning a lot
honored to
from-
watch Blue 5-9 and Tamu just absolutely dominate this lobby too. We know does go down, is able to find a mercy. Blue finds a pick onto the trees
Ooh,
early too.
the
Or onto the soldier, my
moves.
fault.
One ult is all they need. Take these fights.
Actually, just establishing their just individual dominance. I think at a micro level, Sac State are just mechanically better.
Do you want to see Blizzard World does go down? We're talking Monko. Let's see. He does more.
Isolate the Ram. Mercy's broken too.
Big,
Back to
big.
capitalize on that, but he do force the Coalescence.
Coalescence
The
comes
Ramatra is
out.
down.
And they can't do anything with it.
It really can't. Without your Ramatra, there's not really much frontline for you to walk with the Coalescence.
Least obvious.
Blue on this
Least
angle.
obvious Reaper roll.
Least
obvious Reaper
top
roll.
5 least obvious rituals of all time. Number 1.
He's just being an active threat.
He is
That's
causing a
enough.
lot of
Least
effect.
obvious Reaper roll.
It's really,
Least
it's
obvious
really
Reaper
about the
roll.
P for pressure. And it works out. Just the largest Reaper ult of all time, number 3.
They turn their heads for 1 second and they're all dead.
5
Simple.
most obvious Reaper ults. Number 1, top 5 most effective Reaper ults. Number 0.
And
And Blue just
get
closes
much
out the
better
map
than
just
that.
like that. Sac State just rolling with the most insane momentum I've ever seen on push map.
Do I
I'm
have a
incredibly
single
impressed
name
by
from
how
what I
well
saw?
Sac State adapted to try to take less scrappy fights,
Play the
which we're
game.
still seeing from
Play with him,
Tarleton.
Blue. He's really playing with him right here as he drops down and presses the Q button.
Q.
Finds 4. Doesn't find the 5th. But he finds the point.
You find-
And with that 5.
I'm really impressed by just how well Sac State
Boom.
adapted to using their ults just way better than they did on the first map. Taking less scrappy fights and really investing their ult economy just a lot better, which we're yet to see Tarleton kind of adapt and do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a completely different team in my eyes from the first map to this map we just saw. I mean, they're playing the push-pull really well. They're managing their ult economy insanely well, knowing when to use some ults, knowing when to save some ults for the next fight. I mean, man,
I'm
it's
really
beautiful.
impressed. It might be the coach. I think Coach Doss
Coach Doss?
is really, he must be saying things and motivating them to just play better. I'm impressed.
Doss
Really?
OW. A known motivator. You know what also motivates me? This replay.
I
This
agree.
insane play of the game by Blue
Just-
5-9.
Really impressed by this very not obvious Reaper ult. Like,
I don't think. I mean, it worked.
he was putting in so much pressure that no matter what, he was gonna work out, and it's just huge. And timed with the Ramatra ult too.
I think
And they
his
still
aura
had
just
a-
managed Tarleton to just completely forget about object permanence.
And they have Juno ult too, just in case.
Yeah.
Really impressed.
I mean, man, honestly, insanely impressed with how Saxay is able to clean up the macro. I mean, we know how
Yeah.
strong individually these players are.
Stingers
Sometimes
up.
macro can be a little hard. Hashtag stingers up. Feel me?
This moves Saxay to 2-1.
Yes,
And we're
2-1
gonna
in the
take a little
second.
short break for this last map.
What it do, Saxay crew? We're back.
Yo.
Yo, what's up, chat?
What's
Yo,
good,
we're
chat?
rhyming now.
Arriving now.
Chill. You know what I'm about to rhyme with?
For
I'm about to
this,
rhyme with New Junk City on this flashpoint.
This map 4,
He's so nonchalant.
2-1. Saxay took the lead after taking this first loss, which is a lot like Green Team, to be honest. Always
that.
permanently losing at least one map before locking in.
Yeah, I really feel
And
that.
how many times did you guys win?
I don't know. Too much to count.
What, for
Mhm.
collegiate?
Yes.
Like,
Like 11 and 4, I think.
Dang. Shout out green though.
same like that. Same like that.
Shout out green and gold.
Shout out everyone. Shout out everyone out there in
Saxay
the
White
world.
keeping this.
Shout out your mom, guys.
It was going great until we faced the king.
Saxay White keeping this this comp of May and Reaper. It's worked out for them in the last 2 maps, so there's no reason they wouldn't change it. We are seeing a swap off of the double hit scan on Tarleton, with the Reaper also coming out, probably because it's been such a problem for them, with No More Mercy, and a Brig now. So
I think the main concern lies with the Malga crash. I think as the backline, you don't really have any ways to deal with the Malga crash, especially mid fight. And I think we see that here. I think Racing does just get picked earlier. Might be due to a Malga crash.
Blue does even out the playing field, and Lucas falls.
Oh, Otter does get that.
Yeah, I think after the Juno goes down, it's gonna be really hard to just sustain any push.
I agree. Always so wise, Anthony.
Hey, thanks, man. Hey, you know you're pretty wise yourself too, right? You know who also is wise? Otter. Gonna take this off angle here on the right, presumably. Trying to mark this Reaper here.
His aim has been really locked in tonight.
Yeah,
We're really seeing some pretty aggressive picks, so I would love to see an off angle from him.
he's down some Red Bulls. A few.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored at all. Let's get sponsor going. Oh, sometimes let's get a funeral sponsor going too for Lucas. Unfortunately, he just fall early here in this fight. I think it's just the Malga is just really problematic. I think especially in the neutral, Malga just has so much poke with the double machine guns, able to light you on fire.
I think adapting the comp on Tarleton has given them a little bit of the advantage, and Saxday has yet to adapt to that. They're used to that double hit scan Mercy, and adapting.
Ooh, Malgamir. Yeah, I think
Now we see Saxday also trying to adapt, changing up their lineup.
This point in particular just really favors like enclosed spaces, favors like draw comps. I think Ramach really struggled into Malga. Ooh, Lucas does go for crash early, gets his armor burned, does break his E. It would have fought insanely low. Immortality field able to save him. Brig overextends for the Malga.
Largest immortality field random,
The largest immortality field of all time. Trades do go in favor of Tarleton, and the point is capped. Saxay able to find the opening pick, but the point is just ticking down. Time stops for no one. You feel me?
We feel you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you, Adrian.
I'm always feeling you, man.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, we're always here to support you, man.
I'm just so grateful for the support circle of mine.
I'll be here to support you
the
later.
support circle of Saxday is gonna be coming up on some ultimates here. Overall Ray's gonna play a really pivotal part here. I think I really want to see Saxday kind of coalesces inside Tarleton here. Takamaka gets his cryo forced down here. Nick Ripper does leave the game because he knows this crazy Blizz is about to be incoming.
W comms?
It's insane comms all time.
It's crazy Malga battle here.
Speaking of comms.
Crazy Malga. Let's do a comp. Nope. I mean.
Well.
Oh, nah, we lost it. Let's not do a comp check here.
Yeah, speaking of comms, our comms, not it.
No.
But I mean, this Malga is just causing so much problems from the side of Saxday. I think the Baptiste and the Juno just have to play the range and just not get caught out. Like pre-fight, the crash is pretty obvious, but I think mid-fight is where a lot of supports get caught out by Malga crash.
It's happened to you, huh? You sound like you're speaking from experience.
Yeah, you know, sometimes life is like a glow stick. You
Let's
gotta break
get-
before you can shine.
Let's get a little bit of a comms check from Sac State White here going into this fight.
Got him, I got him. Reaper, turn around, turn around, turn around.
Mauga. Mauga dead.
You're
dead.
still up one. You're still up one. Blue,
Reaper's
play
on
for
me, Reaper's
survival.
on me.
Blue, don't
Yep,
peek.
yep,
Just
yep.
play for survival.
Reaper's still here. Gone.
I'm gonna see if I can do something with Pharah onto their
I'm
support.
so sorry,
Okay.
Luke.
I'm just gonna play
It's
Just
cover.
watch for that
bro.
cast. You have to watch for that cast. You cannot let
Yep,
him get
I
free
will.
value. We can win this
All
point.
right, I
You
have
can't
ult,
die.
so I'm gonna try and pin at least 2 or 3 of them, and that'll give you guys the chance.
Yeah,
to
if you
blast them.
think it's a good enough, I'll
Yeah, we
I'm
can,
not-
we
I'm
can
not-
Mauga here. We can
I'm
Mauga
not
here.
going
Get
for a
one here.
5-man.
I got they're split. 2 on left, 3 on right.
Hang on, we're focusing on you, Luke.
I'm going on that Moira behind her.
They're on our. They got our bab. I cannot heal through this cage, y'all.
No, I'm not gonna waste Blossom here. I can't. Oh, actually, yeah, I can.
Keep fighting for point, because they're at 99, so if they get it, we're done.
Yeah, true.
Nice.
Oh, am I the last one?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Okay, we got it up to. Yeah.
I'm switching back to Ram.
We're back. It's an interesting fight from inside of Sac State.
I think we're seeing a lot of differences in their comms, and it's really showing in their gameplay. I feel like if you were looking at the last 2 games, their comms are just really locked in with really good awareness of what the enemy team was going to use, what abilities they had available to them, and there it was just a lot more scrappy, and it really shows in the way that they played the fight.
Wow, really eloquent description there.
I know.
I think I just want to see Sac State just combo a lot more of their ultimates here.
Oh my
Sometimes
goodness.
you just get run over by a car.
Sometimes
Sometimes you
Sometimes
just,
there's a big burly man.
Sometimes it's just hard.
sometimes it's just a big fella just like running at you. It's like,
Wait.
no,
Yeah.
dude.
Wait, what point were we on?
That might have been the wrong point.
I think Tarleton might have been a little bit confused.
Yeah, I think Sac State able to capitalize off that. I think
They just got free 10% for the point, which is really big.
let me take that. Oh, Lucas.
that-
It is
that's
0-2, so Saxay does have to play this point well. Yo, someone help my Lucas. W care? Ring? Maybe ring? No? No? Oh, okay, well.
I think it's just quite unfortunate. I think they're looking to just take a dry fight, just get as much percentage as they can.
Losing
Where's
BAP
the-
early
oh,
like
listen now.
that, you just have to take a very scrappy fight.
Oh, but they respond with the Baptiste window. Looking to turn this fight, looking to maintain presence at a point. Oh, Renaissance gonna be falling insanely low. Just get
Oh,
ew! This fall early, it's a scrappy
Oh, welcome
fight
to
all
Orbit!
time. Ultimate's
Welcome to
going down
Orbit,
left
that's
and
home!
right.
That's home!
That is home.
Welcome to Orbit!
We got a lease on this orbital ray.
Wow.
Largest orbital ray known to man. Big TP coming out!
It's the saddest TP.
Not enough to get away from Blue and Lucas.
Blue 59 and
Ooh.
Lucas 1753.
Blue-
You add those up
Blue
and you
does
get
have
Sac
a
State
Reaper ult
right.
here. I wonder if he's gonna hold a little bit closer.
That's why his name's Clem Casino, guys. He produces for a lot of artists. Hey, you guys don't know, our Sac State Green MVP 2023, Clams Casino, is actually a producer as well. He's mixed for one of the top people
I wonder
in the
if
industry.
I wonder if they're aware that Malgai is about to have cage, and if they're gonna look to Reaper ult early to try to keep that at bay, or Reaper ult inside of the cage.
Best response is to just, when they pop the Maga
Yo,
cage,
big ol'
team
right here, big ol' right here,
Oh,
big ol'!
ew.
Early?
Least obvious Reaper ult of all time.
They just don't clear the corners.
They don't.
It's like Valorant.
They pay.
It's like Valorant.
It's like Valorant. Close left.
That's so real, so real.
Just really good timing for it as well. Just waiting for the point to be open. Ooh, and the big stagger on the Moira as well. I'm a fan of this gameplay. Blue OW.
Shouts out Blue. Shouts out Blue.
What's up, Blue OW? Just the
Blue
biggest
underscore
Reaper
OW.
gameplay of all time.
I think this cage fight's gonna be a bit worrying though. We don't have. Actually, we do have the Annihilation and the Echo copy. Pretty good ultimates able to sustain this cage fight. Typically, as
If-
the Echo, you look to copy the Malga.
If
which
played
gives
well
you-
and spread out and the supports don't get caught into it, I think it could be really big. Ooh,
Ooh,
Bap,
the
he does get caught into
does go down
it.
early. They able to sustain it. That's also good out of the side of Tarleton. And it's just a clean sweep.
Honestly, I'm really not even against that fight for XIII. They're at 60%. They really didn't use any ultimates. And Tarleton used 3 in order to get that fight. So I think XIII honestly didn't get out of that too badly.
Yeah, exactly. In this meta, the team that invests more ultimates wins, guaranteed. I mean, we did see XIII invest the copy to Malga, try to get a cardiac overdrive and to sustain inside of the cage, but it just wasn't enough. Tarleton just pressed Q more than them. Invest 3 ults for the price of 1 XIII, which I think
XIII can kind of build ultimates here and then kind of go in with
We have
Ramatra.
time.
Brig does fall early with the coalescence coming out.
Brig. Oh my god.
The coalescence came out a little bit too late to save the Brig. Annihilation does come out. Warrior no fade. There's a lot of pressure on this Malga with no crash out now. On the point.
Yeah, we do see Renaissance go down to the mid-fight crash, like I mentioned earlier. I think that's the main concern if you're supports on the side of XIII, but it's not enough.
I'm not the biggest fan
presence.
of this window coming from Tammuz. I thought it was really not super necessary at the end of a fight. And it's a resource they could have had for next fight, which they really need to win. But Blue does have a Reaper ult. And might be able to look onto their backline. He's thinking about it.
You know, I'm thinking about this comp check we're about to get into right here.
Oh fuck! I fell.
Good blossom, good blossom, good blossom. Reaper,
Cast is one, cast is one, cast is one, cast is one.
But yeah,
Down below though, down below. Nice, nice, nice.
Points ours. Let's go. Okay.
Nice, nice, nice,
Next
nice,
one.
nice.
Speed as quick as pan. Nice.
And
Yep,
a
W,
beautiful fight
W,
secured from
W.
XIII.
You know, love their comms. Love them.
This brings them out to 2-2. So it's gonna go down to this last point right here.
I really hope
This
they can
always
end this.
happen
Wow.
on Flashpoint.
All right, Josh, what you think of this?
Yeah. As the hitscan player, what do you think about Tarleton sticking with?
And
the
what's your
casting
peak?
spells?
What's your peak, real quick?
I'm a Masters hit
Team
scan
5.
player.
Team 5.
Okay, Masters. All right, give us input.
Well, you see, Otter's getting run over. He is getting jumped on, and as a Cassidy, you are pretty high priority to eliminate on the list. So, if your team's not playing around you, it's not going to turn out too well.
Wise words.
So true.
You're so wise. That's why every time you get joked, I just run past you. I just don't back you.
This is why you're
Yeah,
on
it
green
hurts
team.
being
You're
left
just so
behind.
wise.
It hurts being left behind, man.
I'm sorry. I don't want to leave you behind, man. I don't want to.
Ooh.
taking
XIII,
high
I would
ground
love to see
here.
XIII kind of reposition onto the high ground on the opposite side. Maybe switch the point and ooh, early TP from Reaper here with the Wraith comes out. No cooldowns
It's forced
for
out.
the Reaper.
Even
Ramatra
with
looking
the
to get really
suit.
active on that.
Ooh, gets active.
Maybe the
no
sake of his
armor,
own
though.
health. With the Immortality just a little bit too forward.
Coalescence.
Coalescence does come out, and now it's just XIII's job to stall the point as much as possible.
I think
Dying on point
XIII
is the best course of action here.
Yeah, XIII just, I think, underestimate the rotation to Tarleton. They're looking to flip the map because XIII or Tarleton are taking their side. I think they just take a little bit too long, and they also just play a little bit split, which allows one of them to get caught off guard. I think if they're able to set up underneath the high ground and just really catch them when they're forced to drop because XIII have point presence, I think
I
that
agree.
could really just benefit them.
I think Tarleton is so focused on these rotations that they're letting XIII cap for free. And because of that, oh, Malga takes a lot of damage here and manages to get out alive. Still has cage for this fight. XIII does have a lot of ults.
Ooh,
We
rally's
risk
done a
seeing
little bit early. Ooh, different
Really
crash.
scrappy fight here.
Oh, no, let's go down. No one in XIII is playing inside of this cage fight. They just leave their Baptiste, just hang them out to dry.
Honestly, I don't think that was the worst decision, to be honest with you. Malga looking for this off angle left side. Gets a lot of damage off on the Ramatra.
We unfortunately invests the Baptiste window here.
Luckily, we only invested the Baptiste window and not more important ultimates. While
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Tarleton
hard
invested,
clutch
I think,
here.
some much bigger ultimates. The High Noon does come
I
out,
knew somewhere.
It's high noon in Sacramento.
and he does
Okay.
get Blue, who was about to get Reaper ult, which could be potentially
biggest
very
annihilation of all
deadly.
time.
The big,
Honor just fought
big
down.
annihilation.
Lucas.
As long as they can keep him
Whoa,
alive, I
Bjorn,
think they should be able to
Bjorn.
win this fight. And he just takes a little bit too much damage.
Ooh, Bjorn just put matters in his own hands. Bad type Reaper just did that.
Wouldn't
That
want to
is-
see that.
Unfortunately,
That is
I have the series.
match
XIII loses this
2,
map, bringing us to
Tarleton.
2-2.
Dang.
It's gonna go down to this last point. Let's see this
Valiant
play of the
effort.
game by Otter.
The man has been shooting pretty nice today. Cannot
I
lie.
know, great aim.
Yeah, that's-
Look at that aim.
Ooh, big
wow,
pick.
beautiful.
Oh, he's looking for that off angle. Ew!
Ew, ew, ew,
Ew!
ew.
He's flicky with it.
Sometimes here's the Otter with aimbot. You know what I mean?
And this
That's
does
gonna
bring us
take
to
us to
2-2.
2-2 in the
This
series.
last map being the deciding factor. What a strong fight it is for this bronze medal from both teams here.
Yeah, no one wants to go out empty-handed. You feel me?
No, they worked. Both teams worked really hard to make it this far, and they're really fighting for it and showing it.
I mean, series is
That
going the
last-
distance.
That last fight was really unfortunate. I think Tarleton was really looking on rotations, and XIII doesn't really know how to adapt to these rotations as much as they need to. And so they ended up taking a little bit of a scrappier fight than they really needed to, losing blue early, which lost that Reaper ult, which unfortunately was a deciding factor. And Annihilation came out just a little bit too late, and they just couldn't pull the point back.
Some wise words coming out from reflect supportive green team. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen in this last map. Both teams are really showing that they're fighting for it, and we're going to take a little bit of a short break and get back into it.
Welcome back, Sack Staters.
Oh, man, I
Fingers
was
up.
looking forward to the next rhyme. I was looking forward to you busting it out.
Yeah.
Can't.
I'm excited to see this last map here. Going into it, 2-2 for both teams on Shambali Monastery. Not my favorite map. It is possible for them to still tie it, but it is unlikely. So this is probably going to be the deciding map for both teams, who are probably going into it pretty locked in, trying to get this bronze medal. So
Yeah.
really excited to see what they're going to do.
I think Shambali Monastery, really good map for blue 5-9 to carry. Yeah.
And we're seeing the Echo for XIII. So still no hit scan other than the Baptiste. And back to the comfortable double hit scan for Tarleton, minus the Mercy, which I'm kind of a little bit surprised about. So I'm really excited.
And you just spoke into conclusion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's back. It's back.
It's back.
They heard you.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been interesting. I think double hit scan isn't as effective without a Mercy Pocket, especially for like a cast. You just have insane damage drop off that, like, if they're just playing a comp that just outranges you, you just really won't be of any use.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
I'm interested to see which route Tarleton takes to roll out on here. I think,
I'm a little bit
But seems-
surprised to see Ramacha holding low ground as well.
yeah, I think it's looking to anchor, but I think with the comp that Tarleton has and the amount of angles they want to take, it's gonna be really hard for him to just
Headshot.
anchor.
I agree. The damage boosted Ash here is looking pretty scary, especially for our Echo, who really doesn't have a pocket other than Juno. They're looking at her as much as she can, so it is a little bit scary here. I'm actually pretty surprised at XIII,
Ew.
and there goes the Echo because of that, and it wasn't even pocketed. With how much they've been playing hit scan, I'm actually surprised XIII is looking to play Echo at all.
It's gonna be hard to find any windows to rotate cooldowns, get in there on this team on Echo.
I thought
agree.
Brawl Stars.
Yeah, I think I was a pretty big fan of XIII's initial setup. They had a pretty good like kill box setup, but I think the DPS just
Ooh,
peaked a little
blue.
too early.
Ew.
Just get poked.
Blue is always looking for these picks in the backline, which I think is always a determining factor for whether XIII is going to win a fight, and it is this time. They pick off that Mercy, and XIII is just able to capitalize off of that. I think it's both, like, he gets really big picks that allow XIII to really push in on them, but I think it's also like a confidence thing, where if that pick is provided, everybody feels comfortable enough to walk forward and try to get as much value off of it as possible, which is why Blue just does so much for this team.
I'd say he's inspirational.
Absolutely.
Inspires us all.
You know, I'm really looking forward to some of that inspiration right now. Oh, and Taco just get picked early.
Just the damage boosted hit scans are just so scary. I'm really not understanding why XIII chose to be on Echo here. It's just not going to be a fun game for Echo. So I'm interested to see if they're going to look to swap it after this ultimate comes out. And we just hate our Reaper. Happens.
Sometimes more orb is just too strong.
Sometimes you just get more orb in front of both your supports.
It happens.
Echo is
Probably
looking to maybe get a little bit of damage done on left side. But again, with the damage boosted DPS, it's just so scary to go in for a... I think he's trying to burn his ult a little bit. Healing the enemy team is an interesting tactic.
Competition comes out early.
I mean, comes out early.
The peak Echo gameplay was enough to distract the other team, and
Yeah, sometimes you
clean
do
them
something
up.
so insane that it just completely just distracts the enemy team, just mind controls.
And we
them to
do see
walk
that
into
switch
team.
here to get off of Echo against this comp, which I think is a really good decision. Again, no hate scan, but that just seems to be the way XIII is playing it today, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it seems to be their comfort zone, so...
Mako, insane pick. Doesn't get mercy rest. I think Saxon's doing a really good job of holding this corner. And I think I'm gonna hold on to this comp check we're gonna get from Saxy White.
Yep, we see you, we see you, we see you.
Get him, get him, get him, get him!
I have no luck.
I can't. I have to leave.
Back up.
Oh god, we are all
I'm
tier.
gonna go for a Blossom, if they do.
Alright, we got you.
No, I'm down, I'm down.
I'm backing up,
Yeah, back out.
Focus on surviving. Just run time if we can.
Oh, they're over here,
I have ring out.
Thank you. No, I could not.
Luke, survive.
Luke
survive, Luke survive,
Get back. Get the Risa.
Cast one.
He's dead.
They got Cole. No,
Keep
they're
on
gonna...
down, keep
Focus
on
on.
down.
Focus on. No.
No.
Okay, they got
Oh my
minimal
God, I
time
wanted a
though.
Blossom,
They got,
Yeah.
and they're
Kill
about.
one with Blossom.
I'm always really impressed by the urgency that XIII has in these comms.
Yeah, I think it
I
shows.
second that.
Yeah, shows a level of dedication. Shows a level of passion. Yeah.
I really like that they were trying to communicate with one another. With one of them communicating, he was looking for an ult, with his supports trying to back him up and letting him know that they're going to be able to help him. It's just, it really helps DPS players or tanks be able to be. And it's a really big Reaper ult comes out. It is a trade, but I think it was a little bit bigger, and XIII is able to capitalize on this. The res does not come out. Looking for a little bit of a stagger on the Orisa.
Mako.
XIII's going to be able to hold this really hard choke, I think, on this map. I think being able to hold Cart here would really help XIII be able to attack with a little bit more ease. Otter does have a Deadeye, so I'm wondering how he's going to look to use it here. If he's going to look... it looks like he's going main. I would be interested to see like a little bit of a side angle action going on. Bob and Orisa are also... The mail does come out with just a lot of pressure on the supports,
Just
which is just going to
insane
close out.
Mako value. He is known for these blizzards. Calm Dairy Queen.
Absolutely. Going for the supports here was just a much
Shout out Dairy
better
Queen.
That's a Dairy Queen.
decision.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting to see how long XIII are able to hold on to the cart from these chokes. I think if Tarleton are able to take the left side, it's a really predictable rotate, which allows the mate to set up and just wall it off. It's a perfect length for a Mei wall to just completely isolate this choke.
And it looks like that's what they're looking to do. XIII does have to be a little bit careful here because as much as they have both support ults, Tarleton is going on to 5 ults very soon, and I really like this Juno ult just kind of pushing into this choke and really pushing them back. They have either the choice to play in it and most likely lose a lot of health or not, but
Go to Bob though.
it really isn't. Honestly, I really think
Top end of the
XIII
world.
takes this fight. They traded Juno ult for 4 enemy ultimates. So I actually think XIII easily wins this fight and should be able to recontest this before they cap. With the use of both Annihilation, another Blizzard, and even the back window. That does come out now.
A little bit early.
It is a little bit early. I think they're gonna have to use a Blizzard here or an Annihilation. I really don't.
Oh, Blizzard does go
Actually,
down.
Blizzard does go down.
And Annihilation goes down.
Where's Moria? Why is she there? Be with your team.
And this just
I'll be
shows
here, Moira.
this just shows what tracking ultimates and being able to have ults when you need them really does. To be able to break through that choke Tarleton had to use 4 ultimates, leaving only Mercy's ult behind, which just wasn't enough to counter everything that XIII was holding on to.
Wow, that is just so inspirational. A little attack pause going for XIII. I think they're playing the macro game just insanely well. They're just very cognizant of what ultimates are being used, just recognizing their win condition.
I love that XIII's really working hard to try not to take just very scrappy fights. They've done that multiple times, and every time those resulted in map losses. And every fight that they take, that they're being very mindful about their abilities and their ultimate, has really worked out for them. And I'm really excited that that's something that they're looking to do to really finish off this series.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think XIII individually are just playing insanely well, and I think in the first 2 maps we saw them just struggle like macro-wise, and it's just, man, it's just really inspirational just seeing like tighten it up. You know what I mean?
I just like how well they're adapting. I think it's just surprising to see how fast they're adapting to the different comps and seeing what works and what doesn't. And I'm really excited to see how they're gonna attack this point. Oh, and we're back.
We're back.
12 seconds to go. I'm guessing we're gonna see a lot of maybe like lack of hit scan coming from XIII here on this defense, which I don't know how that's gonna happen. But they're gonna have the high ground advantage. I might be lying because they're attacking. I apologize. My bad. You know?
Happens.
Happens.
Only 1 hit scan from Tarleton. Surprising, because they've really been liking that double hit scan comp.
It's an interesting pick. The soldier, I think, typically as a soldier, you're looking to like play on a really long off angle. It's very reminiscent of like a tracer, just with more sustained pressure on an angle, and you're able to take longer angles because you don't have as much damage drop off as a tracer.
Absolutely.
But it's not as much angles to take on this map, especially
I
in
would
this
have
one
loved-
specifically.
I agree. I would have loved to see an Ashe up here as well, just instead of a soldier. I'm really surprised by this pick, because it's not as if they're not capable of playing other hit scans.
Yeah, we've seen Otter on the Ashe and on the cast.
Yeah. XIII, back to their comfortable comp. Reaper May has really worked out for them today. Every time they've tried to stray from that comp, it just hasn't been the best. Oh, I really like the speed onto the high ground here. Really trying to push them.
Inactive, setting the tempo here. Blue's able to find the more. Mid-fight crash does go down onto the backline of XIII. Looks like the front line of Tarleton's going to be able to stabilize. May well go sideways a little bit.
Interesting.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, but he is getting substantial card progress. Reaper has to drop as a result. Mid-fight crash from Malga yet again. And it's just Tarleton is just playing to their mid-fight cooldown just a lot better. I think the Malga is just doing a really good job of just disrupting the order at XIII's comp in the mid-fight.
I agree. I think XIII really needs to be careful for the crash outs. Just a little bit more. For both the sake of their backline and just anything that Malga is trying to target. I really did like the aggression that they had on the high ground. I know they've XIII has shown that they're not super comfortable with pushing high ground many times, but I really like that that they're kind of adapting here.
They're going for it again.
A lot of the
Malga
cooldowns are coming out, but the Malga does get isolated and die. No fade on the Moira. Looking to kind of get active on this back line. I really like that they clear the high ground like that. I don't think we've seen XIII be able to do that at all throughout all the maps today, so I'm really excited to see that they're kind of adapting even in this sense as well.
I mean, they're just playing insanely well. They have Takamako anchor to cart, just draws attention away from the crash out of XIII.
The ult economy is looking a little bit in the favor of XIII with them switching to a Brig. So I'm really excited about that. Blue's gonna have to be really careful because of the Brig. I wonder, I think the soldier's gonna look for the like a backline.
This is gonna be really important here.
Very big Blizzard with a big wall.
Blizzard.
The break does fall. Reaper's winning in the backline. It's gonna get forced out here. Falls. And it's just a frontline fight here. Tactical Visor does go down. Mid-fight crash. He's able to find Takamako. He's able to force the crowd freeze. Luke is able to sustain with the Nemesis form.
Choosing to back out here instead of taking a fight is an interesting decision that I didn't think that XIII would make, but I actually really like it.
They're forcing a lunge. Big wall.
Oh, the big wall on the Malga, and they're just gonna be able to crash out on him and just walk forward.
The most insane Kuiper code lessons forces a lunge from the enemy team. Forces a lunge from Tarleton. Malga just overstays his welcome.
Blue, get that.
Interesting Juno over here.
Juno was just very far back. I don't think it would have been bad. I think it needed to be just more forward with the team. They were able to cap this point, which is just gonna let them have more ult economy for this. They're gonna have to be careful for Cage, which I think Lucas is keeping his annihilation for Cage, which I think is a really good decision. That might be able to let Sac State come out on top during the next fight. They have 3 minutes and 30 seconds here to try to cap this. Not that much further. This is one of the hardest chokes on this map, just because of the high ground and just how much pressure defense is able to put on offense. So I'm really excited to see how Sac State's going to take these fights.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting ultimate exchange. I mean,
Reaper does have really getting aggressive on the back line, which I'm really interested in. Bring Dust Ball here
does go
with the
down.
Moira, with the Annihilation.
Oh, is it push down? Oh, but the Cage
And just a really huge Reaper ult.
Yeah, I mean, I think this fight ultimately
With a
just comes
stagger on
down to
blue
the
as well.
ultimate exchange. I mean, Tarleton just have their Cage fight plus Death Blossom combo is just too potent. I mean,
I
typically
really like
teams
the way
run
that-
Brig in response to be able
I
to just
agree.
rally in response to the Death Blossom in the Cage. It just completely nullifies it. But Sac State don't have a Brig. So
I
it's just
really
gonna
like
be
the way that
harder.
Lucas tried to attack the backline, and I think it really would have worked out in any other fight. I wish that maybe he would have looked for that during the next fight.
You know what I'm wondering? I want to hear some comms, guys.
TP on me.
Fucking Brig.
No.
It's both supports down.
Yeah, I'm getting out.
All right, we're holding on to these ults a bit long. We gotta find a spot to use them. Even if it's only one person, Blue, go for it.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we just need that advantage.
Yep.
Need the numbers.
And then I can have my ult for the fight
Shield
after.
up top. Shield up top.
Yeah, shield top first.
Yeah, careful with the high ground there.
All right,
I'm
let's
gonna go
go.
up top. You guys go. You guys go main. I'm going up top.
All right, go for it.
Windowing here.
Hang on, I'm hiding.
Soldiers drop. Soldiers drop.
Bring Israeli.
Nice work.
I got more. I got more.
I'm blowing my ult. Blowing my ult.
Go for it.
Reaper behind.
Reaper.
Pull up.
Soldier.
Luke, no fade. He has no fade. He has no fade. He has no fade.
Over here.
I'm pushing up to scare.
Yep. Stay on cart. Stay on cart. Stay on cart.
Don't fight him. Don't fight him alone. Don't fight him alone.
I staggered the soldier,
Nice,
staggered the
nice.
soldier.
Good stagger. Good stagger. They have no DPS for 6 seconds.
We have Luke Soul. We have Luke Soul.
And we're gonna have Orbit soon. We're gonna have Orbit. Stay on cart. Stay on cart. Stay on cart. 3 on cart. 3 on cart.
Side.
Focus Malga. Focus Malga. Focus
More
Malga.
behind. More behind. More behind. More behind.
Get more. Get more. Get more. More no fade. More no fade.
Break gone. Break gone.
I'm on Malga. I'm on Malga.
Orbital.
Damn,
You're still even.
Walking away.
We're still even. Go for it.
No, I died.
Stabilize. Hold.
We still got 50 seconds. We still got 50 seconds. Just die quick. Just die quick.
Let's go blue.
Let's fucking go!
I'm getting so.
Blue
Ew!
on the edge of death.
This is the
Blue,
dagger.
no fear.
Ew!
Clip it.
Just the biggest gameplay from Blue ever. Really finishing out this series with a bang, with Sac State earning on the back of Blue their bronze medal for the series. Congratulations to Sac State White Team.
That's so inspirational, man.
Holy, that was crazy.
That's a beautiful sequence of events there. It's one of the scrappiest ultimate exchanges I've ever seen, but Sac State able to come out on top.
They really played for Ramatra's ult at the end there, which was a really good decision, and he just took a little bit too much damage, which really made Sac State almost lose a little bit of hope. But the Reaper gameplay, man, just so inspirational, so good, so impressive.
Yeah, I think the staggers in that penultimate fight
Let's
there.
look at
really,
a little bit of a flashback here from this last fight here. Losing the Ramatra early, almost losing hope, getting this pick on this Moira, taking a lot of damage, just the biggest fade of all time. Kind of kiting out this Reaper ult, healing just a little bit, and finishing it off with just the biggest Reaper ult of all times. So, just overall a really impressive series from Sac State, and Tarleton as well, respectively. Finishing off with a bang, and congratulations to both teams for making it so far, and especially to Sac State for winning that bronze medal.
I guess some applause.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
So that's it, guys, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Dang.
5-map nail biter. Fax able to clinch
It's
out
over.
victory on Shambali.
And thank you so much for you guys for joining us today as Sac State squeezes out this victory on the back of blue.
Yep. Thank you for the
Amen.
season.
Thank you,
for
Blue.
everyone.
Thank you, Blue.
God bless Blue for real. All right, that's it. That's wraps. That's for Queasy.
Hey, Stingers up.
Hashtag Stingers up. Insane interview here. I'm here with Blue59. How are we feeling after that insane clutch?
Feeling insane. I don't know what to say about that last play at all.
Everything was so well timed. It's as if you
everything
planned
was
it.
well timed. Yeah.
I mean,
I
you were
looked at
playing
my
insane
fade.
this
I was
entire
hoping to
series.
see it come back in time, and oh my god, I was spamming the hell out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you were just absolutely just tearing these guys up this entire series. I mean, speechless. Chills.
I commend Taco. He told me to go Reaper for this match. I haven't played Reaper for a lot of our games. It paid off well.
You're saying Sensei Taco really put you on? Is that what you're saying?
He did.
Sensei Taco. Thank you, Sensei Taco.
Yeah,
Credit to Neko Reaper too.
That is my boy Blue. I've had him. I just have him follow the strategy, have him follow the playbook, and then he makes his plays. That's all there is to it.
That's respect. That's respect. All right, this time I think we're out for good. Shout out White Team for a
What a great
concise
season.
victory.
Congratulations to everybody who made it so far, and congratulations for White Team for making it just so far into the series and getting a bronze medal. So
Yes.
let's go, Sac State.
Medal.
Stingers up.
$500.
Stingers
$500
up.
for each player coming our way.
Congratulations, everybody.